Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Samuel Show. Thank you for watching. Actually, thank you so much. This show has been going on for only a month, and we already reached 20,000 people. That's like 15,000 more people than I was expecting. So, really, thank you so much for, tuning in and watching. I'm doing this show for the community. So honestly, I really want to uplift the projects in our community. I want to uplift you all. So if you have any projects that you want me to bring up, please let me know. Let me know in the chat or let me know in a DM. And yeah, just let's keep doing this. I'm so happy that it's going so well. Also, happy Valentine's or happy Galentine's, happy Brolentines, happy non-binary Lentines. I hope you all have an amazing time. Uh, and if not, tomorrow chocolate is on sale, so that's awesome too. All right, so I just want to give a few updates. So last week we talked about the Marxist Winter School. Remember how I said there were only 600 attendees last week? Well, that actually went up to 1,000. So I know that a whole bunch of you signed up to attend. I hope that went well. I hope you enjoyed that. I went to one class. There were 400 people in attendance. So that's really amazing. I'm really glad that we're able to talk about such interesting topics, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Also, the CSU elections are coming up. So the nomination period has already started. So if you want to get involved in the Concordia Student Union, you have until February 26th to nominate yourself. If you need any help with nominating yourself, getting your petition signed, let me know. I would love to help. And yeah, let me know if you also want me to cover the Concordia student election. I actually have a lot of tea to spill about this election, so I hope you're interested. I would love to cover it. And yeah, let me know. Those are all the all the news, and we're gonna talk about Must Bus now. So I am joined by Alexis, and I'm really excited to talk about this. How are you, Alexis?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm doing great.
Awesome, awesome. So I guess you can start by introducing yourself. What do you do part of Must Bus?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Alexis, Alexis Joe. I'm the coordinator of MustBus, and we are starting this project. We started Project McGill roughly a year ago, and we had huge success, and we're now bringing this model to Concordia as well. So it's not just McGill students can enjoy the service, but so do Concordia students.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't campaign about this. So I was thinking we could talk more about the success of McGill. But for those watching, if you are a Concordia student, you can sign the nomination form to get Must Bus at Concordia. So feel free to sign that. And yeah, I would love to know, yeah, basically, what is Must? How does Must work? Let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. So MustBus will be the first student-run transit system in Canada. So actually, has already been
Oh, wow.
similar models already been implemented in the United States. The University of California, Davis, they have the Unitrans. So the MustBus. So what we do is that we provide weekend trips from our campuses to Toronto, to Ottawa, to Boston, to New York City. We take students there and we take them back. It's a bus, and it's a very affordable bus compared to other options. And so it's not just going to be convenient for students to go home to see their parents, to see their friends. It's also a great opportunity for students to explore other cities for fun, for jobs, for internships, for whichever purpose that you would like to go on a trip for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I was checking bus rides to New York City and it's like $100. But with your service, it's $40. So I'm just wondering how does it become so affordable? How is that possible?
Yeah, so the same with the current pricing, if you go on a trip with Greyhound, is that they're literally ripping us off because they're a monopoly, they're a multinational corporation, and all they care about is apparently to to keep the price high, and so they can reward their shareholders back in London. And unfortunately, and also sort of fortunately, Greyhound they declared bankruptcy actually, so they're no longer
Oh,
running at all. So they suspended all operation in and out of Canada back in March due to the COVID-19. It's possible that they will never return. We don't know if they
mm,
will return eventually, but probably they won't because it's already been a year since their suspension and they still haven't returned. So that's a little bit suspicious at this point. And so how are we able to keep the price down? That's very simple. The price isn't that high in the first place. The only reason that the Greyhound overcharges is because they're a monopoly. They can get to do whatever they want. So the must bus is very simple. We sort of we charter buses. We're sort of like a collective. When people come together, um, we charter the bus together, so we can keep the price down because we are not like we don't really care about our profit that much. So so when you divide the price to charge the bus by the number of passengers, it's really actually really affordable and it will actually surprise you. So so our actual price to New York was something like last year we did a trip to New York. We charged something like 30 or 35 US dollars. So that was really like significantly more affordable than the Greyhound. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Honestly, like I didn't even know that Greyhound was not North American. Like I thought it was like local at least, but the way that they're not even Canadian, like oh, okay. And I mean, the fact that they had a bankruptcy, I feel like that just opens up like a lot of opportunities for your organization. So that's really exciting. I love that. And yeah, like what inspired you to create Must?
Yeah, yeah, essentially it's just I love traveling. I love traveling on public transit and it's really just disappointing that in Canada we have so few options for traveling between cities. You either we I have heard so many stories people just ride sharing or carpooling because there's no affordable and there's no reliable option for intercity transportation. If you want to go to Toronto, you have to either take the megabus, which is absurdly expensive for a bus that's supposed to be affordable. They overcharge you and they charge you upwards of $80 Canadian per trip and plus all the taxes, and that's just absurd. For the same length of distance in Europe, in the United States, you can pay something like $10 and you'll be able to make the trip. But in Canada, you need to pay $80 for the same kind of distance. And so it's a lack of options, and it's really just the level of the infrastructure development in Canada. It's just not going as well as we'd like it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Canada's really the only the let's say the only G7 countries without a reliable um, transportation options for land transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so the
Yeah.
must was really not just a luxury; it's really a necessity for our students to travel affordably and reliably.
Honestly, it's so awesome that like you give students the opportunity to travel like for an affordable price. Oftentimes, you know, price is the issue. So it's just amazing that you're able to do that at McGill. And yeah, so like so far at McGill, like how is it going?
So yeah, we passed a small referendum last semester with over 80% approval rating. So that was really a huge success for us. But that was just a first step. So we passed that referendum, but we still need to pass another one to get our fee levy approved. So we're working on that right now, and we're very optimistic, and we are anticipated to pass referendum and start operation, get the service running this fall semester.
Awesome. So like so far, like how many rides have you conducted?
Yeah, so it was kind of a weird timeline. We actually ran like pilot trips right before the COVID, right before all the everything shut down, and obviously because of the border closure and also COVID, the global pandemic, we couldn't in good conscience to continue the trips. So we ran actually we ran two pilot trips
Hmm.
before the lockdown, and yeah, so both of those trips were sold out, and we were really glad to see that we have this. such huge unmet demand in our community for abroad travel. So we're very optimistic about the future of this service.
Mm-hmm. And I just thought about something else. So like, so Greyhound, the ticket is $100. With Must, it's $40. Is there a difference in quality? Like, would you say that the quality of the bus service is as good as Greyhound? Is it worse? Is it better? Like, how would you compare it?
Yeah, I don't want to badmouth or shit talk Greyhound, but their service is not very good. If you go to their Yelp reviews, you will see that they constantly get 1 star review for for their excellent customer service, quote and unquote. So for Mustbot actually, our service is actually significantly, let's say, higher quality than theirs. The check-in process is much more smooth, and also we provide onboard snacks and drinks, so that's something Greyhound does not provide. And even though we our price is significantly lower than Greyhound, our service actually is significantly better. uh,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't know how to say that. It's just we are a collective, so we're student run, and we're run by students, provided by students, supported by students, and we serve students, so we really care about our students.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know why I asked. Like, Greyhound is like such a bad service. Like, I remember like the first time I used a Greyhound, like the driver like yelled at me because I had like a digital ticket. Like, it was already like off to a weird start. And you know what? I noticed that like Must Bus, like if ever you're not available for the ride, you can actually transfer it to another person. That's another service, right?
That is possible. So we understand that for students, we all have very let's say full schedules, and sometimes things happen, and we don't want you to lose your ticket just because you cannot make the trip. So it's possible for you to transfer your ticket to some other students.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's entirely possible. We want to be as flexible as possible.
Yeah, that's awesome because I feel like, typical bus services don't allow you to do that, or they charge you like a big fee for it. So honestly, like it just seems like Must Bus is like beyond better and it's student focused, and that's awesome. Yeah, I'm also wondering like what's the future for Must Bus? Like where do you plan to bring this organization?
Yeah, in the short term or in the midterm, we're trying to bring Bus to Concordia, and while we're trying to expand our service operation in at McGill. So so in short term, we'll see Bus operating at McGill and Concordia, serving both of our universities. But in the long run, we are also looking forward to introducing our models to other universities in Canada. So, for example, University of Toronto or some other universities in Ontario, so they can start their own bus co-ops for their own students, and eventually we'll have this network of intercity buses all over Canada. But that's just a long-term vision. We are not there yet. So for now, we're just focusing on Concordia and McGill.
That's sweet. I love that. And I really wish the best for you and your team. Is there anything else you wanted to add about the service?
Yeah, the one last thing I'd like to add is that we are currently collecting signatures for our Concordia Student Transport to get on the CSU ballot. So if you'd like to help us out, you can fill out the nomination form, and just put in your signatures and your name. And yeah, we really appreciate that. And with enough signatures, we'll be able to get on the ballot, and we can start our operation at Concordia.
That's amazing. Yeah, like I'm a Concordia student. Like I want this like ASAP. I want like affordable rides. For those watching, the form is linked in the description of this video. So feel free to sign it. And yeah, thank you so much, Alexis, for coming today. Like I was really excited about this service, and I'm glad that we were able to share it with more people. I really hope that it goes well. I'm sure that it will. Like, who's gonna say no to like affordable bus rides?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah,
We hope the same way. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and sharing the details. And I hope you have an amazing day and good luck on the elections.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thanks,
Bye.
Alexis. Bye.
Bye.
And for everyone who's watching, thank you for watching. I hope you find this service interesting. Please sign the form if you're interested. And yeah, we'll be back next week at 12 p.m. So make sure to tune in. Have a great day, everyone.